everyone, and welcome to Blacksburg on the Rocks. I hate the fucking world tonight. Paul, how are you?
I hate my lower half of my body. That's how I feel.
You hate the why?
Well, it's because it's off season.
Besides the normal reasons.
Yeah, well, because it's so large, I can barely keep it in my shorts. As you
I got to lug it around everywhere.
Videos previously, we may or may not have had an incident with that. Anyway, I am channeling my inner Virginia Tech Hokie. It's spring football season, which means, you get a lot of videos of the dudes in there lifting, doing their things, right? They're doing some big squat Fridays. I don't know if that's still a thing at Virginia Tech or not.
Big squat Friday.
Big squat Fridays.
Man.
Yep. So I am channeling my inner Virginia Tech Hokie, and we are at the gym, and we were doing big squats. We did big squat Monday.
You're doing big squats with the gym.
Me and Jim, we were doing it.
Yeah.
Big squat. Your boy did 300 pounds.
Nice.
3 times, which is not terrible for a 50-year-old man.
That's not bad, Paul.
No, I'll take it.
I don't think he was 50. I think if he was 60.
Listen, you young whippersnapper.
I'm almost 40. All that seems younger to me now.
Yeah, it's amazing how quick that does happen, right?
Yeah, like when 30 was old.
yeah. When we were in Michigan last summer, my mom broke out a bunch of pictures from like the past because Bridget wanted to see young Paul.
Oh,
and so my mom broke out a bunch of pictures.
What did he look like before all this?
A lot like this, just less facial hair, and I've always been chubby, so I've always had kind of a chubby face. So just look like this with less facial hair. Actually, hold up, where is it? Oh, okay.
I hate it when you get this excited. I never know what's about to happen.
No, entertain the people. I'll be right back.
All right, people, I've been charged with entertaining you while Paul goes on an old man quest to find whatever the fuck he's going to find. It's Paul fun. But updates, the mood around Blacksburg is bleak. Everything is bleak, and we are in purgatory. Our softball and baseball team looks good. So that's pretty cool. But we're not going to get excited about that for a little while. It's like it is every season. As we get deeper in and we kind of prove that we're decent or at least have an exciting product, that's when everyone gets excited. But right now, after everything that's went on, everything feels like shit in Blacksburg. That's a vibe check.
I like it. All right. Now, I'm going to show you something. Now, bear in mind, this is a photograph. You can see, based off the fact that I disappear behind this photograph, how large this is, right?
Okay.
Okay, you ready for this? How about that stuff?
Oh, my goodness. Paul, wait, my goodness. Look at this. Yeah. Look at that mane of hair.
There,
Paul, beauty. That was full on beauty, Paul. I love it.
The women can't resist that back in the day.
No. Actually, Chris Arnold says that Paul was known as Big Squat in high school.
That's true.
There goes Big Squat with his lock of amazing hair.
Look at the mullet, though, in the back. And the flow up front. And how it's just flipped over nicely.
Paul, it's beautiful.
You hit this part right here with a blow dryer first thing in the morning. Oh, it doesn't move.
You look like Billy Ray Cyrus had a love child with Fabio. I love it.
That could be. Here, how about this? Let's do this. Let's make it a
Marty says all pictures are pictures from the past, dummy.
Marty!
He also says he found Waldo.
Oh yeah, because of the sweater. I wore that sweater till that thing fell apart, man. I'm telling you right now.
Chris Arnold, that tree is still standing, unfortunately. And I have nothing to do with the fact that it will one day die.
I sent Jeremy a video today of how to remove the tree. I need to move that. Y'all, I can't have my big old head blocking that.
What did you send me that video on? I'm not seeing a video.
Instagram, I think.
Of course, I've not checked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't check any of that shit.
Oh,
especially when people send me videos. I will not watch your videos.
Unlike Jeremy's picture in the background, mine is actually real.
Mine is real, Paul. You don't think that's real?
I don't know.
It's a very real picture. It exists in the world. It hangs up in my bathroom. I just took a screenshot and put it up here. It's a real picture.
Emily's such a lucky girl.
It's actually a painting, Paul.
How have I never seen that painting? I've been in your house multiple times. How have I never seen that painting?
It's in my shitter. It's right next to the Harry Dunn painting from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's in the guest bathroom. I wanted to light my guests when they're in my
I love your wife. I love your wife. I absolutely, oh my God. Oh, your wife is the most beautiful human being. It's hard to see that in the light.
I can't see. You're glitching.
It's the way the light's hitting you.
Oh, me as a little baby. As a baby child.
Yeah.
I was an adorable child to Paul.
You have the same hairdo.
Yeah, I've got a mullet.
That you had back then.
I do.
Emily says Jeremy at 2 years old had curly mullet too. Yep. And she says she birthed a mini Jeremy. Oh.
Yeah.
It's true. Maddie Ryan is such a cute little baby. So I'm going to go ahead and download this to my phone right now. And I'm going to make that my profile picture for Jeremy's contact information on my phone.
I'm okay with it, Paul.
It used to be the picture of Jeremy and Scott Stapp from Creed.
Does baby Jeremy still have the same leather jacket? No, it's a much smaller leather jacket. Also, my crown is much smaller. Which actually, I do have my crown here. I keep it around for occasions. Mostly for making random videos. And I can put it on over my headphones.
That is beautiful.
I know. I'm a beautiful man, Paul.
Gallery. Maybe go here. Don't mind me. I'm just. Oh, look at that. Okay, hold on.
God, you're so fucking old, Paul.
We got this.
All right, I'm going to show you these pictures. Everyone hold on. Let me show you these pictures. All right, let me rub on my phone while I get this uploaded. Riveting content.
There.
We make the most riveting content.
Hey, listen, if you're here for actual sports talk, you're in the wrong fucking place. I'm sorry. What we're here for is 17-year-old Paul Van Wagner with a sweet-ass mullet and 2-year-old Jeremy Counts. Now my profile picture for you on my phone. You'll be happy to know that it is no longer you and Scott Stapp from Creed.
Thank you. That actually makes me feel better. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I was in a little sailor costume in that picture.
It does look sailory.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's one of my mom's favorite photos.
Yeah. I may post that on the Blacksburg on the Rocks Facebook page with a poll question asking who wore it better.
I'm okay with it. I'm very okay with it. I'm okay with all that.
Just look at that. Like, look at you can see it. It was permed in the back. So you see how everything up front is like straight and businessy. Well, in the back, that's a perm. Like those.
I was wondering because your hair is not curly. You actually permed the back?
The back was permed. So like from here.
You went full fucking Kenny Powers?
Oh yeah, from here down. Oh yeah. And like from here to here. Yeah, it was permed in the back. So my mom said that I could have long hair, but I had to do something with it. I couldn't just have it all scraggly and greasy. Mm-hmm. So the agreement we made is that as long as I kept it permed in the back, so it wasn't scraggly and greasy, she would pay for it, and I could keep the long hair. All right, back.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it turned out great, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of it.
Fellas, here's what I'll tell you. If you can't get your significant other a little roused up, let me know. I'll send you a picture of that picture, and you should be like, look at this. And it's like a faucet turning on down there.
It is beautiful. Honestly, it kind of looks like Scott Stapp. You kind of look like Scott Stapp in that. With the long curly hair. You've even got like his jawline and shit. You look like Scott Stapp. I knew I didn't like you from the moment I met you.
So hard to believe that picture right there is like 33 years old.
No, I can believe it.
That picture is probably older than some of our listeners.
Yeah, I can believe it, Paul.
Yeah. That's hot. 1992.
Very hot. HAWT, Paul.
Baby. Yeah.
Full ass hot. Paul, what are you mad about today?
What am I mad about today?
Moving on from, I mean, it's enough of a geezer rant for you to show old photos of yourself. Let's move on to what you're actually mad about, not what you're proud about in your past, which is a mullet and a striped shirt.
Listen, and I don't know if you can tell or not, that turtleneck is pink. That's a pink turtleneck.
You were very progressive, Paul. Grace has said, Paul's got the 90s rom-com Kentucky waterfall rocking in that picture.
Damn right I do. Damn right I do, Grayson. You know.
You do. You look like a random character from Seinfeld.
Grayson, why aren't you on the show right now? If you're listening and you're not on the show, I am pissed at you.
Grayson, feel free to pop in. Marnie, you too. You've got the link.
I'm mad that fucking Grayson isn't on the show right now, and Marnie too. You want to know what I'm really pissed about that right now? Because I'm not mad that there's no sports going on in Blacksburg other than baseball and softball. I'm cool with that. I am.
Give me 10 minutes. It's the same link, Grayson. The same link as before.
I don't know if
He needs the resend. He deletes our messages, I guess.
Why?
Grayson, I don't know.
That's the most millennial thing ever. That is I don't know if I still have it.
We don't deserve to be in this phone, Paul.
I do probably somewhere.
Yeah, text him the link.
All right. That requires me to scroll back through months of text messages between you and I, but that's okay. You yell at me for this normally, but that's all right.
Just search Grayson.
Oh.
Or just send it to his contact, Paul. You don't have to go back to the thing.
You make it sound so easy.
You can click the invite button and click copy.
Yeah, but that's on my phone. That's on my computer. I'm not on my computer. I'm on my phone. My phone and my computer aren't tied together. I'm not part of the cult that is an iPhone and an
Jesus
iPad.
Christ.
Oh, here it is. I found it. Shut up, Jeremy.
All right, Grayson, I'll send it to you on Twitter.
I'm sending it right now.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
If you want it on Twitter, you can send it to yourself on Twitter.
Paul struggles with technology. They're amazing. Smart move. Delete all their messages. I mean, I don't blame him.
I don't think there's nothing in there that's bad. Like Grayson, no.
I assume that Grayson, he just gets fed up with us and blocks us every once in a while.
That could be.
On this episode, Jeremy teaches Paul how to use his phone. That is every episode. Every episode is Paul rubbing on his phone like Danny DeVito over there, trying to figure it out.
On my phone than something else.
You know what that quote is from? It's from Always Sunny. Whenever Danny DeVito gets one of their phones, or they're over there texting, and he's just like, "Why are you rubbing on your phone? I want to rub on your phone. Let me rub on your phone." And he's got like his hands, they're full of peanut butter. And they're like, "No, Frank, I'm not letting you touch my phone with your disgusting fingers."
I don't watch It's Always Sunny.
You really need to watch It's Always Sunny. It's very much your humor.
Well, I've watched episodes and I've enjoyed them. I've just never sat down to watch the whole.
It's amazing because Frank, the character, Danny DeVito's character, starts in the second season, the first episode. First season's all right. The second season, when it really takes off, they bring in. Here's Grayson. Hey, guy.
There he is.
No, Paul's never watched It's Always Sunny, and I'm trying to tell him like the second season they bring in Danny DeVito, and he's the dad, and he starts off as this awesome like businessman. He's kind of respectable, and because he hangs around them, he just becomes this degenerate over time, and it goes downhill real quick. He just becomes a worse person. It's amazing.
Oh, it is.
But hi, how are you?
Grayson, here's the deal. If you want to rub one out while looking at that picture while we're on here, it's cool, true. Man. Like I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like
I've never seen that photograph before. I was listening to you guys. By the way, I don't tune you guys out. I haven't been on Blacksburg on the Rocks in, I swear, 4 months.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, right? At least since the end of football season. So I like that. Like I have the group.
It was fine then. We had basketball to look forward to.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I was texting Dan Paltz earlier today, and I think he and I'm gonna go on Tails later this week, and which will be a lot of fun. I have not done any kind of Virginia Tech related podcast since the end of football season, and there's not a lot of news.
No. There's
not a whole
nothing
lot
to
of
be
news.
happy about.
I
Big
just
squats.
tuned in this week
Big
to listen
squats
to you
on
guys
Friday.
do what you do.
Well, I'm
And then
angry.
you got that. And then you got that.
And
You
then
got
there's
that.
that.
And then you got
Uh-huh.
the quality content of Paul rubbing on his phone. No, Grayson, we are in a bad way right now. Like this is the most depressing. It's the vibe check time. It is the most depressing I think it's ever been in Virginia Tech sports ever.
I agree. In my lifetime.
In like 3 decades.
I've talked to a lot of people about this. I've talked to relatives like my uncles, my dad, and my brothers, Dan Poltz. I've talked to Pat Finn about it. It's kind of crazy just like how apathetic I am.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's going to change. Why? I have no reason to believe that would be the case. And I don't mean to sound like a Debbie Downer because I'm not mad. The denial is gone. I have accepted that this is what it is now. So,
it's rough.
I think, though, I'll be honest with you. I think when you come to the point of acceptance, right? It's like, what is it? The 12 stages of mourning or whatever the heck it is.
Of grief.
Yeah. When you come to acceptance, then I feel like the level of what you expect diminishes immensely. And so those 6 and 6 or 6 and 7 seasons, you're like, that's kind of where I thought we'd be. All right, whatever. Let's move on.
That's real
what's the baseball
bad
team doing?
because a lot of the casuals, they'll just straight up tune out. I mean, even the hardcore fans, they don't want to be depressed game in and game out. They don't want to be depressed. They're not going to spend their money on that. We're in a death spiral. We've got to get out of it. Otherwise, it's going to get worse because ACC has a time limit on it. Like it's got a death date, and we've got to be okay by then. Otherwise, we're not going to land anywhere worth a shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's so weird to kind of gauge the temperature of the room. Like, I don't know if I'm not going to the spring game this year. I mean, I'll
be there.
I mean, you will. You live in Blacksburg.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
And by there, I mean, I will get too drunk at the pregame show and not make it to the actual spring game.
You're right.
Just like last year.
Well, there you go. And I can't be upset about that, but I mean, I'm not flying back for it, and I have no plans of going to Atlanta. And I know people who have been season ticket holders for years and years and years, and they're like, I'm selling them. I don't need them.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. I thought about it. Like I'm at the point where it's just like I'm dropping, $5,000 on 4 tickets. Why am I doing this?
Right.
Yeah. And plus I got a baby. Like it's hard to take a baby to a ball game. We tried.
Sure.
It's really hard.
Emily has a baby. You did your part. 37 seconds of just meager wienering and
meager wienering. That is a term that I need to use more often. Meager wienering.
Emily out there just getting 37 seconds of meager wienering and then a baby 9 months later. That's it.
She's my beautiful angel.
Emily or Maddie Ryan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
funny.
I like Chris's statement. How will the depressed rich fans in the West stands feel this fall? A
lot better than they did a few years ago when I was sitting behind them.
That's true. They might invite you back.
Cursing too much.
They might invite you back. Honestly,
they're gonna miss me.
That's where my folks' season tickets have been for years and years and years. And I mean, there are some cool people in the West Stands. I've been kind of lucky. At least sitting with my folks over the years to be surrounded by like fans who give a shit and will stand up and yell. But we've had a few families where, I mean, like I've gotten in verbal confrontations with them because they don't like the way I cheer. It's like, dude.
Yeah. Me too.
Go
That's
over
why
there.
I moved.
Spare me. Yeah. I don't care.
My parting movement from the West Stands was me flipping people off as I walked down the rows. I'm telling you, Jeremy, like, as far as just being a donor and all that, and like I'm not anymore.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
no, I buy my tickets and make that donation. That's it.
But I've never taken you for a West Stands guy. Ever.
No, I'm not. No, I was the first time I was in the West Stands. It was actually awesome because I was around a lot of younger people, and they were a little more rowdy, and it was awesome. And then they reseeded, and I was beside a lot of people who did not appreciate any of that. And it was like, what? This is a football game. You all are mad at me saying this shit? Like, it was so weird.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I would say over the top shit. Like,
Yeah.
fuck your mouth. Fuck you, official. I'll murder your family. Suck my cock. I'll murder your family. Hope you die.
They don't like
Things
that
like that. They would get upset over that. But there were no kids around. They're adults. It is a football game. It is. They are adults, and it is a football game. They know what they're getting into. But no, they would get upset.
Chris, I like your comment. You said that's why I'm not allowed to use the suite tickets. Haha. But the picture is of you in the suites.
Yeah.
Yes. What?
Well, he snuck it. He snuck in once.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Marnie's. Jeremy, should we start? We've always talked about swag.
Swag, yes.
Blacksburg on the rocks that just say the
meager wienering.
Meager wienering.
It's true. I should get it tattooed on my forehead.
I might talk to Travis Bishop and see if he can hook me up with some T-shirts that say meager wienering.
I've never seen Grayson this unenergetic. Normally he's mad when he comes in here, and now he's just sad.
Yeah.
I don't like sad. I like mad.
It's not even sad.
A man should have two emotions, happy and angry. And if you bring that third emotion in, sad, well.
Yeah, it's not even sad. I would just, it's apathy. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. Like,
I'll tell you this too.
Tough.
The other thing is it frees up a lot of time on your Saturday if you're like,
you're damn right.
I could go to the Shellback Tavern and the game will be on and I might watch it, or I can sit home with my bag of popcorn and my Michelob Ultra and watch it and just get pissed. So I mean, I'm at the point now where it's like, if it happens to not conflict with a Michigan game, I'll probably put it on while I do something else. But I mean, why?
Well, this is an excellent time to transition into our next segment. Hokie High, sponsored by Bear Dance Hemp. What do you feel good about?
I feel good that if I go see Chris, I can get something that'll make me not think about Hokie football even more.
Yeah.
So I think that might be Chris. Call me, brother.
I was feeling good about wrestling after Dave was an excellent guest. He gave us an awesome breakdown on wrestling. That was one of our best episodes ever. Like, that was really, really good. I was feeling pretty great about wrestling, and then all that went to hell at the tournament. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess we don't have anything.
What?
We have a fresh new candidate for mayor. Oh, yep, that's right.
What? Is Sarah running for mayor?
Sarah, drop the news, yo.
Wait a minute.
Softball's ranked 12th. I will say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we got softball.
I'm all about softball. I am. Actually, that's Wayne and Ohio's fault. I was always like, nah.
Pete Macedo, Blacksburg Bagels, which has incredible bagels. Also, their breakfast bars are awesome. I get those delivered every week with the bagels, and they are awesome.
Where is Blacksburg Bagels?
Their physical location. No, they've been operating out of Benny's for years, and now they have their own physical location. Yeah, they would bake their bagels and they do deliveries around. They started off as just doing farmers market, and now they do it like everywhere.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, but Pete is awesome.
Aren't they located
Pete's awesome.
over by Gucci
Blacksburg
Kroger?
Bagels is awesome.
I believe.
Are they located over by Gucci Kroger?
Bagel Daddy.
Is Hello Bagel still a thing?
No, you're thinking of Hello Bagel, Paul.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Over by Ace. Okay. Thank you, Chris.
Dave said wrestling underperformed on almost all levels, finishing 11th. The lowest in a decade is 11th in the nation. And today, the number 4 recruit in the nation flipped his commitment from VT to Penn State. So wrestling, even though being 11th in the country, is very depressing for us right now.
Losing recruits to Penn State and every sport that exists. How about that?
I don't know if you can honestly be
Cabrick Stew
that upset.
in their new location near the roundabout.
Penn State's a blue blood.
Yeah, I don't know that you can be. It's like basketball, right? Like if you lose out to Duke or something like that on a recruit, I don't know that you can really be mad about that because of
Oh, I'd be mad about anything. Just let me feel my feelings.
You can, but realistically, like let's be realistic here. Like
this is sports. There's no logic in sports. There is emotion, Paul.
Well, but there can be logic this time of year. Because I mean, you just got to look at it. Like if this kid has an opportunity to wrestle at Penn State. Like, I understand Virginia Tech is an elite program. Like,
listen, all I'm saying is with Penn State, with their reputation, with everything they've done, why would you want to grapple with another man in front of everyone at Penn goddamn fucking State? Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I don't care. I honestly don't think they should have a collegiate sports program after everything that happened. They should have got the death penalty, not only in football, but all sports.
That's fair.
Joe Paterno knew.
And he knew. Fuck you, Joe Paul. Enjoy hell.
Yeah, he knew. Then again, you could say the same thing for Michigan State because they hid the Larry Nassar thing for decades.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck Michigan State.
Oh, I need to clip that out and make that a ringtone for when Doug Erickson calls me.
Doug, fuck Michigan State.
I love it.
I mean, like outside of, from what I understand, I have not been really following religiously. I don't think our baseball team is doing that well.
They're okay.
No, they've been having some good wins.
Yeah,
they win. It's not one of our big seasons.
They took 2 out of 3 from Louisville this past weekend. I know that.
Yeah. I did see that.
Yeah.
One of the annoying things is when they banned the hammer. That to me still, because that was like our big thing. We were getting a ton of attention for it. It was great for recruiting. They banned the fucking hammer. And it's like, ever since they banned the hammer, it's like things have leveled off.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny how that works, Jeremy. Yeah. When they ban fun things, you
like stick it in. Yeah. Fucking hell. Bring back stick it in, god damn it. That marks the decline of Virginia Tech football. It was the banning of stick it in.
Yeah. Coach Sheff did get his 600th win.
Yes,
wow, that's like one baseball season's worth of wins.
Not quite. They're not playing in the MLB where they play 182 or whatever it is.
There's too many baseball games. That's all I know.
Oh, come on now. I love baseball. Baseball's great. Like you just sit back. It's a very social sport. Like you don't have to watch it intently like you do football or hockey or basketball. You can sit
You don't
back.
have to watch hockey intently. It's the same as soccer.
Oh, you absolutely do.
It's one of those that not much happens all the time. So you're just like sitting around drinking until something happens. You're like, hey, a thing happened. Celebrate.
But the problem is it happens so fast. If you're not paying attention, you miss it. So,
that's what replays are for, Paul.
But if you're I'm talking about if you're at the game. Like you can just sit back with your Michelob Ultra at the game, the big one, and just drink and chat, talk to the people around you. Everybody's friendly for the most part. Baseball's a great sport. Like you got to give baseball a little bit more credit.
It's America's pastime.
It is.
Like I don't really follow it much in any capacity, but I appreciate it for what it is.
I don't know who the fuck has the time to follow baseball.
There's too many games.
There's too many fucking games.
But you can do it leisurely, right? Like if you opening day is April 4th. It's coming up here next week, I believe.
Paul, what about me and my life says leisure?
But
like, at what point do I ever get to relax?
Listen,
like if I had to follow like baseball for every single game, I'd be the opposite of relaxed. I'd be the most stressed individual in the world because I was spending that much time sitting around waiting for something to happen.
Well, I mean,
baseball is a sport for people who have a lot of time.
No, because you can just put it on and you can sit there with Maddie Ryan Counts and bounce her on your knee and tell her how pretty she is. And then you can bounce Emily somewhere else.
Paul, that would mean I'd have to take Bluey off. Are you trying to get me killed?
Do
you know what she can do now with her size? She's a gigantic toddler.
Okay.
She is vicious too. I'm scared of that child. No, if my princess wants something, she gets it. Otherwise, I'm getting a black eye.
Okay. Yeah.
Incredible.
And Dave said, so at what point is a Saturday doing nothing at the house more appealing than going to a home football game?
Depends on who we're playing.
Yeah, that's it. Like if we're playing against somebody that's just going to absolutely shit kick us in our home stadium, why bother?
Or at a neutral site like South Carolina's going to do.
Oh, God, we're going to get murdered.
Yeah, that's going to be it's my pinned tweet on my profile. That is going to be a statement loss.
Yeah.
Like a statement loss. And
you never know.
These people who, the eternal optimists are like, oh, how can you say that? I'm like, because I look at analytics and how things operate. I'm not, living in this fairy tale land where things are going well.
I miss the fairy tale land. That was fun for a while.
I don't even know if I missed the fairy tale land. I missed the reality of Virginia Tech football being good.
Yeah, that was really great.
Yeah, that was cool.
But we still had a fairy tale land there where...
Agree. Okay.
Yeah. Where this is normal. Like, we always win 10 games. It doesn't matter. Don't worry. Like, we're not doing enough to get to the next level and we need to do this or that. That was a great fairy tale land we were in, not realizing how lucky we were to have the program we had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really was. This is very depressing for Hokie High.
I mean, I'll tell you, well, we took a little downer this time, not a little upper. We took a little downer. What is, to you all, the defining example of this week? What it is to be a Hokie, what it is to experience Hokiedom as a Virginia Tech fan. And I'm going to go ahead and throw mine out right now. Go ahead.
My defining example is the wrestling team, as hyped as it was, finishing 11th in the country, and that being so terrible. That was a huge underperformance, and whenever we psych something up and we get behind it, well, we fall flat on our goddamn faces because guess what? We're Hokies, and that's what we do. That beak ain't there just for show. It's there to catch us as we fall straight on our goddamn faces.
I would say the women's basketball team being a 1 seed in the WBIT and losing pretty emphatically to Texas Tech. Now, granted, that's just, again, it's just kind of what you come to expect. I'm not hating on them at all. I think Megan Duffy, for all intents and purposes, had a successful first season in Blacksburg. And I'm actually really excited about her still. That has not changed at all. But, I mean, that game, I'm like, this is like Virginia Tech. I'm not saying it's like the women's. This is like VT. To be a 1 seed in an invitational tournament, not make the tournament, and then get rolled in Castle by Texas Tech.
Yep. That was a good defining example. Paul, what is your depressing defining example?
Well, I'll take the two that you guys said, and I'll just raise you the fact that 4 dudes from talk about meager wienering basketball team at Virginia Tech decided that we're going to go find someplace else to play because we were like, 11th, 12th, something like that in the league. We can probably find someplace better to play. So,
a lot of that's actually because we're getting more NIL money to bring other people in.
Basketball
is actually going to get a lift. What?
Maybe.
I think the writing's on the wall. I think some of these guys know that they're going to, I mean, they had their chance last year with them putting all money into football for us just to win 6 games. Yeah. And now in what will probably be Mike Young's last season in Blacksburg, they're going to give him some more resources to actually try and see if they can make a tournament run next year.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know if you guys all saw, but Sean Padula lit up. Is he Ole Miss? Is that where Sean Padula went?
Yeah, that's where he ended up.
Yeah. Sean Padula's a good fucking player.
Yeah.
And all the people that gave him shit, fuck you and fuck the things you said to him. That was awful. Sean Padula was a great player. And he actually gave a shit. And the things that were told to him were awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a real shame that Kentucky's women's basketball team lost to Kent State.
That's so awful.
It's
so terrible.
That's really sad. Damn,
I'm very upset about it.
Damn,
I know you guys are hating on Kenny right now, but listen, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kenny brought that program to where it is right now.
I'm not hearing this old ass argument, Paul. I'm not hearing it. You sound like Evan. I'm not hearing it.
Listen. I'm not a Buzz Williams fan, but I can respect the fact that Buzz Williams brought the men's basketball.
Excuse me, we brought Kenny Brooks out of obscurity and brought him up to this level. It works both ways, Paul.
Kenny Brooks was a
it works
winner,
both ways.
Like big time.
He was at JM fucking you, Paul.
Big deal. He still won. That's
let me just say,
it's probably harder to win at JMU.
I appreciate Coach Brooks for what he did in Blacksburg. He took us to a Final Four, and same with George Amore. It's like I have no animosity there.
I love George Amore.
The only thing I love G. I mean, she's a baller, and I hope she goes top 5 in the WNBA draft. I don't know what the class is looking like this year, but I wish her nothing but the best. I really do.
I'll look at the WNBA mock draft on my phone. Go ahead, boys.
I didn't like the exit last year and how that all went down. And I understand there were external factors, but that left a sour taste in my mouth for all the good things that happened with that coaching staff in Blacksburg and Coach Brooks. So, but I did see that they lost, and I'm like, well,
See, my entire thing is, yeah, that happens. I don't really need to be fluffed on my way out, whatever. It's more, fuck you for going to Kentucky. Like, fuck you. Yeah. Like, enjoy dealing with the SEC and all that nonsense. Like, you had a good thing here and you left us. I get it. I understand it. It doesn't mean I got to like you. So, fuck you.
Right.
Number 10 to the Chicago Sky in the first round.
Is where Amore is projected to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. They say her lack of size is going to be something that teams are going to look at, but they
Chris
say
Reese,
that
bringing up Greenberg. Oh man, that is always going to be the thing is Greenberg and not getting Steph Curry, especially with Steph Curry's recent quote about all he wanted was to go and play ball at Virginia Tech. Man, what a fucking dagger.
Can I say something about this? Yes. Please? Yeah. For Absolutely. The people who are like, oh, Grayson, you don't know, or whoever is talking, oh, you don't know that he would have turned out to be the player that he did. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Del Curry was by far and away the best Virginia Tech men's basketball player of all time.
Yep.
His son wanted to play for his dad's alma mater.
Yep.
And was a good 3-point shooter in high school. Like, that was a thing. He was a good He wasn't the player he is now. Okay, spare me. Don't care.
I don't give a shit if you think he was a scout player.
A scholarship.
Yes.
It's easy, dude. A preferred walk-on spot, dude. Greenberg's dead to me. Like,
yeah, that was such a fuck up. Whenever you have a legend like that, that's like Michael Vick's kid coming in and being like, oh, you want to play for us? Well,
we'll offer you a preferred walk-on spot.
We'll give you a preferred walk-on spot. We're not going to do all this. No, you've got a spot. You give it to your legend's kid. That's just how it fucking works. Mm-hmm. Just do it. Even if it's someone you think he's just going to be doing scout team shit or whatever, you think he's going to ride the bench forever, that is your fucking legend. Mm-hmm. You owe that to them.
Smith? Bruce Smith's son, Alston Smith, he played on the Virginia Tech football team. He was not a star. He started out on the defensive line. They had to move him to offensive line because he wasn't really that good on defense. And, no one remembers, and I don't say this to be disrespectful, I say it because it's true, no one remembers Alston Smith.
Yep.
In Blacksburg. They know him as Bruce Smith's son who played on the football team. But guess what? Yep. He was a scholarship football player, as he very well should have been.
Yes, exactly.
Like, it's pretty easy.
Hell, like, if you can't even spare the roster spot, you could get them a scholarship to come, or you can move one of the other scrub players over to an academic scholarship if that person really wants to have, like, the basketball scholarship. Like, you can rearrange things.
Right.
Like, there's politics to play there. You don't piss off one of your legends and their kid who ends up becoming one of the best NBA players to ever exist.
Right.
And that's hindsight's 2020, but that's what you're supposed to do. And we normally do it at Virginia Tech. That's what's so annoying. And the one time we didn't fucking do it was Steph fucking Curry.
Of course it's him.
Oh my God. Fuck. That's our luck, man. That just straight up is our
if
luck.
that's not being a Virginia Tech fan, I don't know what is. Both of his parents, dude, Dell and Sonia, both went to VT and played sports at VT, and they didn't offer him a scholarship.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's disgusting.
It's crazy to me.
Man,
Like,
that's almost as
years
bad
later.
as being a corporate sponsor for years and them not giving you the contract that you were promised for being a corporate sponsor for years.
Yeah.
That'd
be terrible.
That'd be
I'd pull all my funding if that happened to me.
I imagine, because like Dell has played in,
and then I'd go home and give my wife meager wienering.
I played the fifth on that because I'm not. You know what? I'm not even going to say anything about that.
No, you can text her. You want me to text her right now and ask her?
It's about Steph Curry's parents, and I'm not going to air out dirty laundry on this show. That is not my business. I am not going to do that.
Blacksburg rumor mill.
Yeah,
all right, let's get Joe Rogers on.
Yep.
Not Joe Rogers who sponsors us. Other Joe Rogers, Hunter.
You can have Joe on and he'll get into it, but I am not that guy.
You're wearing Shellback Tavern again. That place must be cool as shit.
Yep, that's exactly right. But did you guys see? Like this was all over X this week or Twitter. I still call it Twitter. Gerard Evans was at football practice.
That fucking guy.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. I've been balls deep in the governor.
Dad.
So the governor got meager wienering too?
He did. He's about to get some forceful wienering though.
Oh, wow.
But what was Gerard doing? I missed this news.
He was at practice the other day. I don't know. I guess he was just like visiting the team, but he grew his hair out really long, and he looks like I think it's Red Foo from LMFAO. Like
really?
Yeah. He looks like he's interesting party rock anthem.
They're doing this thing, and I respect them for it because they're going the exact opposite direction that the Fuente regime went, and they're welcoming back anybody that played at Virginia Tech. Even if it was for a year and made a stupid decision and went and played, back up for a season in the NFL, then got cut at the CFL level, then worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
He needed just one more year.
They're bringing all those guys back, welcoming to practice.
Yes.
The coaching staff's taking pictures with them. It's actually a good thing. I respect Brent and the staff for what they're doing because the way the old regime handled it was terrible, and the way they're doing it is 100% correct.
Now let's do the best of both worlds and have good coaching while we do that.
Okay.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful. It'd be almost like having Frank back.
Game. Grayson doesn't even go to the spring game, so he's not even going to know what the coaching looks like. So
I don't
Grayson,
care. I know it's not going to be good.
To watch it? Will you try to watch it on the ACC network? Like, will you put it on? And
no, I'll watch highlights later or whatever you want to call what we're going to be doing in there. I like, dude, until the team shows me something, that's where my head's at. I'm like, you're garbage. You're not anything to me.
I will say one of my most
games.
I get it. One of my favorite Hokie moments here recently, though, that really gave me some hope, and not just hope in like the football team. I think there's not a lot of hope there, but just in our fandom was when I was in New York, I just randomly ran into Pat Finn at the Hokies bar at New York when we were playing UVA. And I watched that in Manhattan with Pat and a bunch of other Hokies that were just going fucking ape shit in the middle of New York as Pop Watson dismantled them. It's little moments like that that just make you really happy. And you hold on to them and you just want more of it because we've got such a good fan base and we've got so many great friendships and we've got so many great things that are going on. We want to be good because we want that to be meager wienering. Yes, we don't want it to be meager wienering, but that's what this is about. Like, we love the sport, we love the team and everything, but it's really about those experiences with everyone together. And we have to create those environments because that's what gets people coming back. That's what gets people connected. That's what gets these young kids connected who goes to these ball games. You've got to make an environment and an experience that's going to be memorable and stick with them the rest of their life. And the way you do that is bringing back Stick It In.
No.
Amen.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice place to start.
It's not going to hurt. That's for sure. The old fogies that bitched about it because it's overtly sexual probably never got meager wienering, and that might be why they're mad about it.
Not enough meager wienering in their life.
Yeah, if you get plenty of meager wienering, you're like, fuck yeah, stick it in, baby, let's go. And so I think.
Speaking of meager wienering, we're on to our rock hard player of the week. Get a year's supply of generic Viagra for $150 at Counts Family Pharmacy. All right, you all. Ooh. Who is your rock hard player of the week? Who gets the trophy this week? Our giant phallic trophy.
Jeez, rock hard player of the week.
I will tell you.
And remember, if you nominate a women's basketball player, you have to present it to them. And Evan Hughes will dive in front of you to stop it from happening.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
As
I will tell you. I will tell you guys, Jeremy, you might remember. I know, Grayson, if you were on. Julia Fixon, we gave her the rock hard player of the week, the pole vaulter from Virginia Tech, because after coming back from an injury, she set either a personal record or a school record. I sent her a message and told her that we had given her the rock hard player of the week. And she responded, she's like, I'm honored, I think. Julia's one of my favorites. She's one of my favorites. I love her. She's got a great sense of humor.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't even know who to give it to.
Damn,
there's nothing.
I know who I'm giving it to.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Kenny Brooks.
Okay, I'm listening.
To you, Kenny Brooks. Fuck you. That's all I got.
Oh. Is that the point of this award? I thought it was just someone who was did well for the week.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm giving it ironically.
Oh, okay.
I got nothing, man. There's nothing we're early. No. Emma Lemley.
Oh, yeah.
Four straight no hitters.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Emma Lemley is our rock hard player of the week.
4 straight? I didn't realize.
Yeah. I don't know if they were all no hitters. They might have been shutouts. It might have just been 4 straight shutouts. But either way, 4 straight games, she hung a goose egg on the other team by just wild ass pitching. So yes.
Now imagine if we could get 2 pitchers at once like that. That's been our issue is we have one great pitcher and then we have to have a second pitcher to let the other one rest and we get killed in the tournament.
Somebody, I don't want to open up this can of worms. Actually, I'll just go ahead and ask the question. I'm going to say because he's one of the one basketball player who's not in the transfer portal, who I actually am I'm happy that he's not, is Tubby Lawal.
Yeah. Rock hard player of the week. Thanks for not transferring.
Yeah, thanks for not transferring. And also, kids got bounced, and I think he actually, he's always been very pro Mike Young, and I want that kind of guy. And
kids got bounce. Kids got Riz. Yeah. Kids got skills.
Bounce. That dude can jump.
Yeah. Grayson is mad as fuck. We still keep this banner on. He's mad, y'all. He don't seem mad, but he's mad. He's so mad he's numb.
Yeah, I'm numb. That's right. That's really funny.
He had
I always keep that
the meager wienering, and now he's not mad, but he's still mad.
Oh man, that is the Blacksburg on the Rocks way.
It's the quiet season, guys.
Whoa. Did you all see on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? Tim Thomas has a girlfriend.
Tim Thomas does have a girlfriend.
Have you not seen that, Grayson? You got to jump on. And actually, here's the crazy part. She's cute.
Tim Thomas
cute.
Did Tim well.
Thomas yes.
Is Tim Thomas more loaded than we know?
Well,
can we give this man some props? Can we give?
I want to give Tim Thomas some props. Congratulations, Tim.
Yes.
Jimmy.
It's about time. I always saw that wonderful person shining underneath that hard exterior of manliness. And I knew that someone would see the deep, soft Tim inside of you.
It was crazy. I remember seeing Tim at the Stanford game out in California, which was super cool. Like he just flew out for it, and
Yeah.
I think if memory serves me correctly, he was like on. He was on like one of the earliest flights out the next day after that game.
Yeah.
He said he had to be at like the airport at 4:30 in the morning or something, if I remember that.
Yeah. Tim's a grinder.
He doesn't drink. Yeah, he doesn't drink.
Yeah, he doesn't drink.
Yeah.
No, I liked him. We give Tim so much shit, but I liked him. I liked him. I think Tim's smart, and I liked having Tim around. Tim, I give you a ton of shit, but props. I knew a woman would see the great man that is inside of you. Good for you, Tim.
Stoked. Love to see the homies win.
Love to see the homies win. Meet your wienering for that one.
Heck yeah. Shout out to Tim Thomas.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them trolls on the internet, Tim. Rock and roll, dude.
Me of which is one of them.
Chris Arnold.
Tim might be Tim Thomas is our rock hard player of the week. Forget 4 no-hitters. Tim Thomas is our rock hard player of the week for being rock hard.
That is true.
We love you, Tim.
I'm gonna reach out to Tim, and I'm gonna see if we can get him on the show next week, because we have a lot of things we need to discuss with Tim.
Oh my God, bringing Tim on and being, Tim, tell us about your girlfriend.
Well, I don't know if you all remember this. So back in the day when I was hosting The Drive, one day Tim and Brian Reed was my co-host at the time. So this was a long time ago. Tim shows up for his interview segment, and he's wearing a Radford t-shirt.
Be careful now.
And Brian goes, Timmy's got a girlfriend. And I was like, what? He goes, Timmy's got a girlfriend. I said, how do you know this? He goes, he's wearing that Radford t-shirt. He would never wear a Radford t-shirt. He's got a girlfriend. She goes to Radford. I guarantee you that's why he's wearing it. So we get Tim on and we start our spiel. And about halfway through, I stop and I'm like, Tim, why are you wearing a Radford t-shirt? And Brian, without missing a beat, goes, in his very, just monotone, just straight man, goes, do you have a girlfriend? and Tim turned red, like red. And yeah, that was about the end of that interview, because Tim didn't want to play our game anymore.
Tim, could you imagine Tim doing the walk of shame from a Radford girl's house, just wearing that Radford hoodie?
Got the
stumbling out of BTs on ladies' night.
No,
my older brother went to Radford, man. I know the lore that.
Oh yeah,
can't spell drunk without RU, and I can say that because my older brother went there. Shout out to the Highlanders, man. Let's go.
I can just see it. He's got that Radford hoodie on. His hair's standing straight up. His glasses are askew, and he's just walking.
Yeah. He's doing the La Cucaracha a little bit, though.
God love him.
Got a little limp.
Yeah.
Timmy.
I'll die on the hill. I don't care. Come for me. The Sharkies in Radford is better than the one in Blacksburg.
I've actually never been to the Sharkies in Radford.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they did the upstairs right. The one in Blacksburg, they built a tree house in the back, and
I've not been to the upstairs.
It's
the new thing.
Like, she's pretty.
Let's go, Tim.
You did good, Tim. I believe in you, Tim.
Timmy, attaboy, buddy. Woo!
All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap up. We're at it. We don't want to actually deprive anyone of the real sports analysis at Boundary Corner. Everyone tune in to Boundary Corner for real sports analysis.
Yes.
We're happy to be your warm up. We're happy to be your little tease, your fluff. That's what we're here for. Chris Reese says, I can summarize my time with Radford as watching a red Solo Cup blow down the street on Dark Side.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah.
Beautiful. And the imagery was excellent.
That is
very, very descriptive, yeah.
Everyone, it's been awesome. We love you. This has been Blacksburg on the Rocks.